Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. It's time to fly! Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lion.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and definitely goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we could feel it all the way up here in the booth.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Goff. Back over the middle, taken in by Laporta.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Goff for the throw here on 1st and 10. That one taken in by St. Brown.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
A second down throw for Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play, and a Lions first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll go play action with Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
And he will get into the end zone. Jaire Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 4.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
The second down throw is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
It's 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On play action, Hurts. Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Lions have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Goff. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Looked like an issue there with the snap. Everything has to be right from this far away. But the kick is no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
A gain of 6. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Barkley. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. They'll run it here with Saquon. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And an Eagles first down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Whoa! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. Laporta in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Whoa! And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, it's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts now. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10.
Eagles 14, Lions 10. Jake Elliott to kick
So following the
off for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. At the right side and brought in by Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll go with the sneak. He's going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On first down, it's gone. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
10 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. It's a gain of 10 and a Lions first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. I'm out.
10 yards.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
A gain of 15. First down, Detroit.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. This pass complete to Raymond. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To start the drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Brown comes to get the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Now the throw taken in by Brown. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
On play action, here's Hurts, escaping to his left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here we go. To throw is Goff. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll pitch it out here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? The throw on the run is complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Goff to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Williams in motion. A run here with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Now Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jaire Gibbs, touchdown Lions. That his second touchdown tonight.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. This is Barkley, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Raymond going to return it, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They hand it to Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Zach Barr gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagles first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Hurts again. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Hurts will try it again. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. That's Goddard in motion. Again, Hurts. He takes off. And he will He'll score. Game on. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Reynolds now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Goff. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. God, Campbell getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
The open receiver is Dotson, and he looks to be a bit short of the line, and that is going to bring up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Jake Elliott
all even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Khalif Raymond to return it, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go and take this lead.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. Right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Lions.
Laporta in motion. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 11. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, a loose football. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to grab a late lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. A run with Bartley. Has an opening past the 40. A terrific run finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards.
1st and 10.
And we've talked about how man coverage can be really good when defending the pass. But, Mike, the flip side of that is it actually can make things a little more challenging trying to defend the run. Those 2nd, 3rd level defenders, they tend to have their back turns to the backfield. So by the time they realize what's happening, he's already on his way downfield.
It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now, second and goal. Here comes Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. For the lead, here is third and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Eagles.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
The score, Eagles 31, Lions 27. Jake Elliott to kick
So the
off
kickoff
for
team out there
Philadelphia.
one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Raymond now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. The Lions called their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
32-yard line.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down. Gibbs. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3. But a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
From the gun on third down, it's gone. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the gun, it's gone. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.